I honestly couldn't even tell you what happened last time. So much happened in such a short amount of time. But here we are. We're talking to a Moogle. We're going to hunt a griffin. That's what we're doing. Let's go. It's gonna be interesting, honestly, to actually start hunting for things. There we go, Dosmere. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Caer Narvent, one of our order was met with a sudden blast of wind so strong that it bent back the trunks of the old oaks, and heard a cry so terrible that he ran for his life. Questioning the locals revealed that this area was the nesting place of the elder griffin known as Dosmere, a beast much hated for its appetite both for chocobos and for children. Sick. Okay, buddy, do you tell me anything? Sick. Okay, I just gotta go. I gotta go searching, okay. Here somewhere, I guess. Yeah, let's go. There's another hunt here as well that we'll see if we can find. It's along this path somewhere. Something like that. Said it was on the way to Caer Narvent, right? So could that be here?
Run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Climb it, buddy. There we go. Yeah, sure. Come on, get these hands. Let's go. Once more? Come here. Come here. I'll boot you halfway across the map. There you go. How do you like that? Yeah, you better run, punk-ass spider. Or did you not know you could attack on Ambrosia? Well, you're not alone because Prince and Steve said the exact same thing when I did it. I told you,
Going to be had in this
you learn
miserable
stuff
land,
here.
even if they wanted to trade with us.
I know. It was hard for us Dalmex here in Sanbreque before the capital fell, but now we'd be stoned if we even approached Northreach.
That sounded like an air burst. What was that? Was that a potential hint that I'm going in the right direction, or was that just coincidence? That may have been a coincidence. Torgal, buddy, watch out. This kind of sucks because I'm really bad at, like, following directions. So the fact that it, like, doesn't tell you where the hunt is going to be very frustrating for people that do know where it is. And I'm just like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I do wish there was an easier way to, like, say you could, like, go into the journal and read the hunts. You don't have to actually go back to the hideout every time. I mean, I'll get my handy-dandy notebook out. I don't care. You know, actually, before I, like, make stuff up, I should check and make sure that it actually isn't. Use the hunt board, yeah, okay. Fudge. Said it was by Karen Norvent. Right? Wait, am I technically not in Karen Norvent? Wait a minute. Yeah.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of...
Well, passing along the trail from Lost Wing to Care. Okay. So... we'll go to Lost Wing, and then we'll make our way down. Here, maybe?
Good day to you, Sid.
The crystals we get from the tailor all...
Okay. So this should be the path, I think, at least. From Lost Wing to Norvent.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Let's just look for a griffin. Hello? Piss off, spiders. Yeah, this is my gamble right now. Because I haven't come into this area to go over here, I think. Like, this should open up more. That shouldn't just block itself off like that. I don't think, at least.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Thank you for that, Clive. Oh shit, he's right up there! Buddy? I seen him. I seen him. Look at him up there. That's so cool. Well, here goes nothing.
The leatherworker will have to wait.
Vogel, look sharp.
I don't remember to play.
Over here!
Glad you're here.
Vogel, kill! Get him! Over here! Get him!
You're a fine hound.
Why was that so cool?
Vogel, kill! Vogel, kill! Get him!
That's so freaking cool.
This one. All yours, Toro.
I gotta stop standing in that path, though.
Get him! Now, Vogel!
Oh, it does damage. You gotta jump it. Okay.
Go for it. Over here. Almost kill.
We got him. Sorry, Mr. Griffin. 650 experience? Holy moly. That was a big fight. Yo, Panda. Scarletite, nice. One of the hardest metals known to man. Scarletite is a highly sought after by those with the means to pay its exorbitant asking price, a price determined not by its rarity, but rather due to the fact that a forge must employ no fewer than 5 healthy bears to produce flames hot enough to melt it. Okay. Aw. I don't like killing things.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
Uh-oh. Sorry, buddy.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though.
That's
She
my
sent you
favorite.
for a refund.
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
Oh, yeah,
In
of
that
course.
case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would.
I saved your life, but
Right.
thanks for the piece of
I've
leather.
got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you.
He should be thanking you. You saved him from getting ripped apart.
Hopefully
by
this
the
will sweeten
griffin.
Blackthorn's mood.
What? What? Well, let's hit Martha's Rest first. Might as well finish this side quest while we're here. So we don't have to go back to the hideaway and then back. Back.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory
Whenever I
serves.
run into an NPC that
Thank
isn't
you.
like, you know,
You've been most helpful.
the best looking person, I can't help but think about this I can't help but think about the person that complained when this game came out and was like, everyone in this game is too good looking. It's not realistic. Back in medieval times, there were ugly people too, and they made everything in this game. They made every NPC too good looking. Bro, did you play the game? Did you get as far enough to see the flesher right here? What the hell are you talking about? Everyone's too good looking in this game. Yup. Yup. Yep, you're right. You're right. Everyone is too good looking. Hey, everyone's too good looking in this game. Everyone's a 10 out of 10.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha's lot, I'd be daft to stay.
Yep.
If it carries on like this, I won't have any bearers left.
Yep. Everyone's too hot. But what do you mean?
Go with you.
That's what I'm gonna gripe about that. I'm gonna gripe that.
Thank you for sticking
It's
with
not
us.
realistic in terms of what people would look like back in that time. He says as a giant monster with tentacles that blows bad breath. It's not realistic.
I'll price them turnips.
Nobody fucking hates Final Fantasy more than Final Fantasy fans. No one. It's insane. As if that's what you complain about. My early thoughts on Final Fantasy 16. Number 1, everyone's too good looking. Thumbnail image. This just in. Final Fantasy has hot characters. Breaking news.
Alright, Sid.
I went the wrong fudging way. Just an asinine complaint.
After what the Empire did to Martha's lot, I'd be daft to stay. If it carries on like this, I won't have any bearers left.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Didn't make the game visually unappealing enough. 4 out of 10. Like what? Okay. The main character is in shape and hot. 3 out of 10. Not realistic.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Hey, everyone, get over here, quick. Everyone, quick. Get over here. Yeah, I will say, these things definitely have more life than I thought they were gonna have. That move kind of sucks. I don't really know of a reason to use it yet. I haven't found a reason, but...
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
There was a chest here. It's just dumb. At least find valid reasons. Not the characters are too hot.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, Romeo. A little too hard there, Yvonne. That is your real name?
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Whoa, whoa, I ain't drinking your low poison soup. I ain't drinking your poison soup.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Oh, shucks. Maybe next time. My man was eating the grimace soup.
Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses? It's like choking on swamp water.
The grimace stew.
And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes.
Shut the hell up. No, it doesn't.
It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Quest complete? Question mark. Increases defense by 30. Dude, I don't have enough accessory slots, man.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Ca-
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on, then.
Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless the ability charged magic is learned. That's actually kind of nifty. So everything you shoot will be... Oh my goodness. Okay, finish your thought first, dumbass. Every magic you shoot will be charged, which is cool. But now let's get down to here. Increases ability points earned. Increases experience earned, and increases gil earned. So we got our grinding amulets right there. That's nice.
Is that all?
Cool.
And with a bit of luck...
Don't really care about him right now.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
A sample of supple hide, dressed to the artisan Camille's exacting standards. It has nary a trace of the barnyard musk of lesser leathers, instead smelling faintly of rose hips.
joking. He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done. So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests. Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn. Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to lay
I wonder what
up
this
so
is going to
nicely.
unlock for me.
Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with. Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Drake Slayer's belt design draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a belt fit for a hero. Necessary for crafting the Drake Slayer's belt? Legendary item? Recipe what? Shit, that's cool. You've obtained the design draft for the Drake Slayer's belt. Design drafts unlock new crafting options at the Black Hammer.
Clive?
Blackthorn?
Sancfordian, do you?
Holy shit, it's 74 defense. I have something on right now that is what defense? 50 or so? 45?
And how am I meant to do that then?
Okay, so I do like how it tells you the material. Electrum comes from a hunt. Cool. Trickster's bracelets. Only when she saw the Drake no longer stirred and his eyes were grey with oblivion did she remove belt and bracelet, casting them into the worm's maw, where they might rest for an eternity. Okay, so I have the dragon talons. I only have one scarletite though, so I can only do one of these. That's cool.
Anything else?
That is cool. I like that. Whee!
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
The D Slayer.
How did we
Okay,
never
so
hear
I unlock some
these
things
lines
here.
of the flame?
Desiree.
How may I help you today, Clive?
I don't freaking know.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, I guess I didn't.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Seen
Nothing.
enough?
Nothing left to do. I guess we could try a hunt. Let's see if we can do another hunt. A trader coming by the way of Corridor Vent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through the pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Location Clairview. So I go to hit Clairview and go down towards Norvent. Let's see. Clairview down towards Norvent. So maybe in the trees around here by Clairview.
Keep them pilgers nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Really, there's just a hunt that's like farting around in the trees somewhere? Wait, what is that? Is that what I'm looking for? This looks like a pissed off harpy. Hey, you. Aruna.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Man, so I think I'm getting that stuff now. So like when I do a precision dodge, it slows down time a lot now. I'll try to do it again to show you. Yeah, see, it does that like super slowdown, and then I'm really fast when I'm attacking, almost like I'm in a limit break. Did that happen because I mastered dodging? Like, is that why that's happening? I'm gonna go into my abilities quick and see. I have a lot of gil. So it's interesting to me that that almost was like one of Garuda's minions are still around.
Rest well. I know I will.
See, why did he say that? One thing I'm interested in is reading about Byron Rosfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and warden of Port Isolde. When the duchy was incorporated into the empire, and Byron stripped of his titles, he shut himself away in the manor and gladly volunteered every gil of the onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire, and to keep their attentions from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. What I was going to do is... Oh, I can't. I gotta talk to Tomes. I wonder if the hunts have their, if they'll show up in the bestiary. I mean... No, I don't wonder. Of course they will. But I wonder if it gives you, like, more insight into them. Where was my parry? Precision dodge, yeah. And I mastered it, so it's definitely something. Now we're just gonna keep our points. Let's head back. Let's see if we can do that other hunt as well. It's a dragon, so it's going to be annoying, but
Typical nobles.
We'll be okay.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bold or the Coral and the Serving Girl. But now, all anyone wants to hear is of Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich man, my friend. A rose is a rose.
All yours. All done?
Where's the music box at? The Broken Hilt Rosario reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast sire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march into the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenches of the nearby villages. Okay, so the Broken Hilt, but by Eastpool. Let's try to remember that. I want to go to the just in there. I want to see what a rose is a rose sounds like.
I could have sworn we had a few.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay, so we're gonna Eastpool? Where the hell was Eastpool? It was over here. So it's gotta be over here somewhere. We're fighting a dragon, not a big deal. Okay, anyways, welcome back to East Pool, where everyone died. The Broken Hilt. Oh, do you think it's down here? If I was a betting man, I would say that that hunt is in that little cul-de-sac area. Hello.
Let's go.
Called you on the bridge and you faded in. I ruined the illusion.
Run like the wind.
I'm not fighting you. Well, well, well.
You deserve a rest.
Who was right again? Belphegor? It's a scary ass name.
A wild wyvern. Adversary.
You know what? I also love that there's like when you fight, he talks about him. Like, it's not a lot, but he'll be like, oh goodness. A wild wyvern in this area. Just like, something small like that just adds so much. God, I love that so much. Monka? Dude, he's got me. He's got me all messed up. He got me in the spin cycle. Dude! Holy shit! He had me in the spin cycle there. I was just like lost. The dragon talon. Upon close inspection of a lesser dragon's foot, one may observe that the middle talon is considerably longer than the rest. It's a dinosaur. The extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of the creature's prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening them for the kill.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
So say, hypothetically, if I just came here without going to the hunt board and reading about it, he would have still been there, right? Because I didn't go check out Araman at the hunt board and he was still there. So they must just spawn. Like, the second they're on the hunt board, they spawn, and if you accidentally run into them, you don't need to read about the hunt for them to spawn, they'll be there. In Final Fantasy XII, you had to accept the hunt, which would then spawn them in the world. Here, they're just there as soon as they're on the board, which makes a lot of sense. You think some you have to view the board, though? Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, because if you think about it, the Griffin probably only spawned once I accepted that mission. But then again, once I accepted the mission, that's when it appeared on the board. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
I could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the...
Hey, look at that, buddy. We did it. 2 C's and 2 B's. Okay, well, yeah. Like I was saying, we got nothing else to do now but do main story stuff, so let's go. I'm terrified.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Oh, this is so cool.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies.
Yeah, I'm so shocked.
Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship. meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostenus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drek's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same.
Is it?
Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
We're gonna go to Tomes quick.
Could have sworn we had a few more.
I understand nothing about Tomes is necessarily quick, but there's some reading I want to do.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today?
So after Drake's head, he somehow survived. This is Joshua. Somehow survived, appearing before his brother once more 13 years later in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, and saving Clive from Ultima's advances by calling upon the power of the Phoenix to seal the being within himself. Nektar, he's finally here. That's weird, he wasn't there for the longest time. Hadaway's resident Moogle, whom Sid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his dead land home. While all others hear its words as naught but a succession of adorable, Kupo-like cries, Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero, who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low. For which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. That's the hardest word of the day, folks, apparently. Persist. Gav, Sid's faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. He continues to put his legendary notes to work in service of the Hideaway, the information he brings back from his expeditions proving invaluable for the Cursebreakers in their efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Kupka's attacks on the old Hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. Tarja. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers any other escaped slave. Desiree, scribe and secretary for the hideaway. Desiree is also entrusted with the keeping of all donations to the cause from Clive's allies and patrons. Though she could neither read nor write when first she came to the hideaway, Desiree labored night and day to learn her letters, and now the quill is never far from her hand. Her ever cheerful demeanor is a bright light to those who make their homes atop the blackened mare. Cole, second in command of the Cursebreakers. Activities under the supervision of his captain Doris. Formerly a slave soldier for the First Fist of the Republic, before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arms. July, a veteran Cursebreaker who often leads his own team on bearer liberating forays. He also shares his wisdom and experiences with Cole in assembling new units and training new recruits. One of Blackthorn's few close friends who shares the Smith's fondness for a tankard or two, indeed. When August isn't on a mission, he can most often be found supping an ale and swapping stories. Martel, a young bearer who assisted Bohumil in the research into growing crops in the blighted soil of Sid's hideaway. Martel. Alas, she was gravely wounded during Kupka's attack on their home. Though she was able to escape the wreckage with some of the saplings that were the fruit of their labors, she succumbed soon after. The trees were replanted in Clive's new hideaway, and the apples they bore named Martel in her memory. Ivan, a freed Imperial bearer, after the wounds he suffered in his escape were healed, he began a new life in the hideaway, working in the kitchens. Through this, he encountered a cookbook entitled Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, which inspires in him a passion for making mincemeat of monsters. Literally. Companion and protector of Joshua Rosfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Yote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. But I've never heard Joshua call her that. Am I crazy? A loyal shield of Rosaria. Though he was thought to have died during the attack on Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster, but the Imperial conquest that followed. He and the other like-minded shield took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. Rutherford, manservant to Lord Byron Rosfield. His daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor, whether that be the welcoming of guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the intrepid nobleman's trophy collection. Cool. Yeah, let's read the bestiary. Dominants of the icon most often emerge among descendants of the Motes of Thunder, a tribe who once dwelled in the lands of Central Ash, lands that the kingdom of Waloed now lay claim to. Mayhaps in part due to the tribe's comparatively advanced learning. Ramu is associated with wisdom and judgment. Oh. Typhon, seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of the Drake's head, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Minotaurs, towering beastmen that combine the heads of oxen with bodies airily human. Minotaurs are abnormally aggressive, a trait that suggests that little man remains within the beast, and roam the grassy meadows of Rosaria, doling out violence seemingly indiscriminately with the crude yet massive clubs. Despite the obvious danger, however, hunters still actively seek out these menaces for their lustrous manes, which often command exorbitant prices at market. And then they die. Vampire thorns, while most flora is thought of as stationary, roots binding them to the soil upon which their matron seed first fell, there are some species which have an uncanny capacity for locomotion. Species such as Northern Storm's vampire thorn, instead of drawing nutriment from the earth, these pitcher-like plants hide themselves in the undergrowth, where they wait for prey to happily stumble by. Not happily, happily. Words are hard. At which time they rush out, emitting a foul cloud of mind-numbing pollen and viscous sap to disorient the victim, while they strike and strangulate it with a pair of frighteningly long vines. Morbles, the foul cocktail of bile and partially digested prey that accumulates within these giant carnivorous plants, bellies make their breath so spectacularly rancid that it can be used as a weapon to repel would-be attackers. Morbals favor more humid climes, such as those found on the volcanic isles of the Iron Kingdom. Fog. You know what that means. However, the spread of the blight has driven the mobile flora to cooler areas, such as the swamps of Rosaria. Yeah, we'll see. The bees, most commonly found in the woodlands of Rosaria and western San Brec, hornets are often mistaken for birds due to their prodigious size. Prodigious! The mistake, however, can prove deadly, for the overgrown insects are extremely territorial and highly aggressive, and will attack aught that might venture near their hive, using stingers laden with a poison potent enough to subdue creatures as large as a wyvern. Holy moly. The Black Widows. Unlike many arachnids, which use gossamer webbing to ensnare their victims, Black Widows prefer instead to cling silently to trees and cliffs, and await the passing of an animal below, at which time they leap down and assault their prey with hooked limbs and caustic spit. They prefer dark, cool environs, and as such are rarely seen in Valisthea's southern deserts. Can I go live in the desert, then? Megalocrabs, making habitat of waters both fresh and brackish. These goodly crustaceans spend most of their time buried in the mud, where they warm their sanguine humors as they wait for a potential meal to wander by. I know when they were describing the enemies for the bestiary, they were like, let's just use the most outlandish words to describe these enemies. Let's just do it. Since the time of the founder, the peoples of Rosaria have hunted megalocrab for its sweet succulent flesh and creamy tamale. The species having long been known amongst the small folk as fire crab, for the bright red color and phoenix-like patterns which emerge on their shells after boiling. Cray claws, found mostly in and around the lakes and rivers of San Brec and Rosaria. These deadly predators are equipped with scissor-like pincers, with which to dismember and eviscerate their prey. If that were not enough, the creatures take in water from their habitat to create highly corrosive juices in their bellies, which they then spit out onto their victim's flesh to soften it, making it easier to consume. Gross. Chocobos, favorite steeds of the people of Valisthea. While they are mainly bred for riding, some are used to pull wagons and some are even eaten, but the boldest and bravest are put forward for use by the military. They are intelligent and fiercely loyal, and tend to tolerate only their master's attention. Wild chocobos are no less vigilant, and will readily attack anyone who they perceive to be a threat. Anyone who isn't carrying a fistful of geishel greens. That is. I don't remember how they actually pronounced it in this game. I think I called them Geishel forever, but that's not right. Raptors, though still widely believed by the common folk of San Brec to be the descendants of dragons, on account of their leathery wings, meagerness of plumage, and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that these deceptively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which, over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground, have simply lost their capacity for flight. Vultures, opportunistic avians that, like many other predatory birds, prefer to stealthily swoop down on foes from above and skewer them with their razor-sharp beaks. Though they are thought to primarily feed on carrion, traveling in large flocks in search of the dead and dying, it is not uncommon for vultures to attack living prey when times are lean. If you happen to hear their eerily human-like caws, squawks, and warbles, it is best to find cover and quickly. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a nap after this dictionary bestiary reading. Individually lacking both size and speed. No, that's not even the correct word. What? Individually lacking both strength and speed to subdue prey of any considerable size, wolves will instead hunt in packs, communicating amongst one another as men might, so as to overwhelm their victims. And while forever wary of other creatures, some breeds have been found to be more willing to form bonds with humankind, and thus can be found everywhere from traveling menageries to elite infantry units in the Imperial Army. Following rumors of children being mauled by wolves, the Duchy ordered a mass culling of the beasts, which saw their numbers in Rosaria reduced to almost none. Wow. Panthers? As is the case with most felines, the animals are severely strong-willed, and efforts by the Republican Army to harness their inborn speed and ferocity for use on the battlefield has been met with varying degrees of success. The antelope's a large herbivorous creature found mainly on Storm. It has distinctive, elaborate antlers and long, sinuous limbs, which it uses to leap gracefully into the air. It attacks mainly with its antlers and rear legs, but many hunters are prepared to face such dangers nonetheless in order to acquire the lustrous, supple pelts for which these noble beasts are famed. Okay, I'm done reading. Bighorns. Found to graze primarily in the emerald meadows of Rosaria or the windswept savannas of Dalmatia, bighorns are easily recognized by the eponymous growths, the lengths of which can often exceed several score hands, that jut sideways from their crowns. Their horns, as well as their hard-wearing hides, are prized throughout Valisthea and can be bought and sold at marketplaces all over the realm. Caution, however, is recommended when hunting the creatures, as they are highly territorial and will charge relentlessly at anything that might stray into their line of sight. Okay, so what I was saying with the hunts and do they get their own bestiary entry? No, not really. There's just a broad scope of griffins. So Dosmek doesn't get his own entry. Fantastical abominations of nature, upon which the crown and wings of an eagle have been fused to the legs and loins of a ferocious land cat. They hunt their prey on high, circling a victim unseen before descending at terrible speeds. Claws first to tear its throat. Should the prey prove more formidable, griffins have also been known to call upon the very winds to both slice and suffocate the quarry. Fortunately, these predators rarely descend from their mountain layers, and sightings are few and far between. Oh, we're almost done. 54 more to go. Enormous creatures, adamantoises, enormous creatures with nigh impermeable and oddly fertile. Dude, I can't do it. I can't do it. Nigh impermeable and oddly fertile shells that play host to diverse flora that provide the painfully conspicuous reptiles with much needed camouflage in the bogs and fens they call their home. At a glance, these lumbering giants may not appear much of a threat, but at the first sign of danger, they will retract their heads and limbs and whip themselves into frenetic spins that have been known to flatten entire homes. Dude, this is rough. I'm struggling. Dragonettes, lesser dragons known for their nimbleness in flight. Those specimens of the Samberquois subspecies known more commonly as the worm, or worm, are somewhat easily tamed, and as such widely employed in battle by the Imperial legions. Avises. Middling dragons whose membranous wings are attached to their forelegs rather than their torsos, and end in hook-like talons used to rip apart the flesh of their prey. Their abundance in northwestern Storm eventually resulted in mass domestication by the Imperial Legion, which, alongside the spreading of the Blight, drove remaining populations south into the deserts of Dalmatia, where they now struggle for supremacy with existing species. To Fafnir of the North, an ancient dragon adapted exclusively for life on the ground, and as such is encased in a thick bony armor. Though its kin once claimed dominion over the northern territories, the spread of the Blight inevitably forced the once gentle giant south in search of prey. Bombs. Floating masses of self-contained flame found across both Storm and Ash. These creatures lack the flesh with which we associate with typical fauna, leading scholars of the natural world to posit that they are not descended of any beast, but rather ungodly creations of the fallen. By suppressing their internal furnaces, bombs can allow their bodies to cool and harden until appearing not more than a simple stone unworthy of remark. It is in this form that they hunt their prey, waiting until an unfortunate soul has stumbled upon their place of rest before rising from the ground to spew forth fiery gouts of death. Oddly, should the prey fight back, the bomb will not flee, but rather combust spontaneously, sacrificing its own life to save the flock. Ahriman. With their single unblinking eye, these winged horrors ever scan the horizon, seeking their next victims, using their singular ability to bend the very air around themselves and leap across great distances to take prey unawares. Those few who manage to survive this preliminary assault, however, are soon faced with the second horror, a crippling curse whispered from the lips of an abyssal maw. leaving them with but moments to lament their fates. That means he's casting doom. Iron Giants, oversized suits of armor animated by lost fallen magics, deceptively swift despite their size. They wield both sword and shield skillfully and effectively, while the otherworldly plate which surrounds their vulnerable cores provide them with a nigh impenetrable defense. We are done reading the bestiary.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Yeah. See you next stream for reading hour. Let's go talk to Jill.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Hell yes.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
I'm scared. Make the journey to Dresdenus. I mean, nothing else to do. Let's do it. Drake's Breath. The Iron Kingdom, jutting forth from the fiery maw of sacred Mount Destranus. The Mother Crystal is the pillar upon which the faith of a cloistered nation rests. It's time. The boiling sea.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Oh no.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
No, no.
All right.
Don't say that.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's Mother Crystal.
Drake's Breath.
Looks much different than the one in Oriflamme. Drake's Breath, here we go. What's the worst that could happen?
Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go.
Fire and ice. I love it.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
Yo, what a banger. Jill? I'm watching you, Jill. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, Jill.
They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Go, Tor!
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Well, thanks for warning me about the earthquakes, Jill. Oh, great. I dodged him, but he said,
Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there.
That dropped to about 3 frames a second there. The Breath of Wind Aerial Blast. Oh, that's Garuda's big one. Okay. Oh, that's what the Berserker Ring does. It's not that I mastered Precision Dodge. It's this increases attack proficiency with each Precision Dodge. That's why it's going to like the slow motion and then I limit break for a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's a marble here. There's a marble here. Get ready.
What a mess.
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shelter for Zarya can't handle.
I love you, Clive.
Just like old times.
Be sure to keep clear of its paw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
Okay, well this is different.
slow.
Hit the wrong button. Son of a gun. We got some. We got some.
Press on.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go back. Oh. Why is the air spicy? Mount Justanus.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat. Though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Yeah, you know what that means. It means something is going on here.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
This one.
What was over there?
This one. This one.
Does this just lead up here? There's just another way to go? So confused.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
I gotta go back and see what's going on. I think maybe this is gonna lead me to the bridge right there. And the whole point was to go this way. Or not.
Get him! All yours, Torgal!
Thank you for the level.
No holding back.
It led to where I thought it was going to take me. But I gotta stop just eating damage.
This one. Get him! Well done, kill!
It led me exactly to where I assumed it was going to. Holy shit, it looks like my office. Do you see the sweat on Jill's face there? So good.
Quickly, before it melts.
This is going to be close. Come on!
Let's not do that again.
No. That's not.
Not like Clive is the dominant of the Freak or anything. Clive could have just been like, here. Hold on.
They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Game, stop giving me branching path. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Well, we aren't going this way.
Let's
Okay.
look for another path.
Never mind. Thank you. Thank you.
Drake's breath.
Let me see you make that jump, Jill. Oh! Again, damn it. Holy shit, is that a flan? It is, look, I can see a little shit-eating grin, look. Oh, I can see it.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Mithril wristlet. Ooh, they're strong. Heck yeah. I do enjoy how some enemy types are just like in other Final Fantasies, the flan type enemies are just everywhere. But you can tell when like the enemies they decided to have like really strong and really only one of them that you fight in a group, they all have a stagger bar. It's kind of cool that that red moose had a stagger bar, so we won't be fighting like 12 of them at the same time.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us then? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
This one.
stagger him already. Holy shit. There we go.
All yours, Torgal. Awaken winds!
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Shit. One of those things, that was really cool. That was a cool ending. Is you get so focused on just doing damage. Like, I had my abilities up, so I was like, frick it, I'm just gonna do damage. But, like, you don't have invincibility frames. If you're using your abilities and you're hitting him and he swings, he's still hitting you. So that's one thing I gotta be better at.
You hurt?
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
You're here.
Stop talking like that, Jill. Last time we were in one of these places.
By the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Last time we farted around with a mother crystal. I don't need to say what happened. Stop talking like that. Be quiet, Torgal. Damn. I'm assuming Jill knows a handmaiden here or something that'll be like happy to see her or something like that, I would assume. This isn't that girl from the marketplace earlier, was it?
Lady Marley. It's me. Python Mother. Jill, it can't be. It is, my lady. We cannot talk here. Come with me.
No, I guess not. I guess they were just focused the camera on her for some reason. Or for no reason.
I'm so glad you're safe. And I you. Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady, but I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
Oh, he's about to get thanked.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
We're bringing this bitch to the ground.
This way.
Look at old Marley moving.
Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
Oh no. Oh. That doesn't bode well for you.
If you promise to do the same.
They're gonna be pretty mad that you boarded the door shut, though. Listen to the music.
Clive.
The oratory.
We're nearly at the Comric.
All right.
Yo, Prince, how's it going? What'd you miss? Honestly, we just did a few hunts. And then we went to Drake's Breath. About it. Dude, who's on the organ right now, just... That's what he's doing in there?
Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Oh yeah, I'll just smoke the tones for 35 minutes.
Get him.
My man has too much knowledge.
Fire and flame. Get him. This one.
Yeah, line up, everyone.
Garuda! All yours, Torgal.
Don't worry, Jill. I dealt with 14 of them over there. You got that one, though? Good job. I want to know who's jamming on the organ right now, because holy moly. He's bringing the fire.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
I gotta deal with these jabronis first. What is the movies using? Shit! Hey you, stop whipping my ass. Yeah. Oh, we dusted his ass. So that slow-mo dodge is when you equip the Berserker's Ring and you precise dodge. Yeah, you go into like 3 seconds of limit break and you just attack really fast. If you listen to the organ... Oh, if you listen to the organs playing the dungeon music this place had when you were running through the cave parts, what an organ form. That's cool, I didn't notice that. Hello?
Clive, there's something I need you to know.
Tell me.
I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
Okay.
I understand. I faced my demons,
then you must face yours.
You think I'm gonna stop you? I'll hold them for you. I don't care. Okay, well, how do they know I'm coming? Look at them all just standing there. They're like, "Oh, we see you. We see you." Ooh. Those some big boys too. The inner sanctum. Oh, the last time we were in an inner sanctum, my heart got ripped out of my chest.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
Kill! Fire and flame! This way. Get him! Sick him! Over here!
He blocked me. The big bastard. Okay, sounds good. Although I can't control that. You know more than me. The Grace of the Inferno. Increases Will o' the Wisps duration by 5 seconds. I don't think that's better than ignition damage. Oh, so they do this ceremony bullshit right at the crystal? I knew it. I knew there was going to be like a sacrifice or some shit going on. Or already went on. Surprise!
Shiva's dominant.
I have a
Come
name.
to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend.
Yeah, you tell him,
Their
Clive.
souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, Dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
I'm in love?
Now!
Right.
Hey. What the hell was that? She full prime. Holy shit. Oh, he's gonna come out of the smoke.
Jill!
Freed. Remember how it felt?
Come on, Clive. Come on, Clive. Torgle, back up a bit, buddy. Oh no. Oh no.
Why can't I do it?
She stopped the magma from taking off my feeties. Okay, why is he here? What did little hooded man just do? And then it looked like he like vanished when he did something. Oh shit, the music's playing.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. We better make this quick.
Oh shit. My goodness.
Damn it.
Diamond dust?
Go.
Oh, okay.
Right. I won't take long.
Okay, well we blew that. Holy shit, he's a dragon?
Nice try. Get him! Get him! Nice try. I needed that. Over here! That's better. Too slow. All yours, Torgal. Nice try. Guess we're all ready.
Over here! To me, flames!
Nice try.
Get him! Go for it! Ah! Fire and flame! Kill! All yours, Torgal!
Too slow. Fine hand.
Now, Torgal!
Holy moly. A liquid flame, a flame trapped mid-dance, both ethereal and corporeal. Fleeting and enduring, but very much alive. It's hard to keep track of everything. There were times during that fight where I was just mashing, but that last thing, I did time it correctly. But like, when there's so much going on, I also didn't realize that the magma was coming in, and I was taking damage from it, and I was like, what is happening? And then I didn't realize I was standing in liquid hot magma.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive.
Don't! If you see purple lasers come out, don't stand there.
Here. Use this.
Give me Ice Brand? Hell yeah. Okay, just don't... Just please know what's going on. Please, just don't... Okay, time to go. Time to go. Turn around, leave. Leave.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
Look, don't talk right now. Just leave. We'll talk back at the hideaway.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw.
Oh, hell yeah.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
Okay, leave. Leave.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high.
Torgal's like, again, I'm the third wheel. You guys just kiss already? Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, did we forget we're in a volcano?
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate.
Oh.
Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Meanwhile, at the Crystal Dominion... So that wasn't...
This way, Your Grace.
So the hooded shithead... What?
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure...
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again.
Oh, look at his
Why
chest.
now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yote.
Oh, there was so much going on.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbreque need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
Oh, has a little fart of a son, too.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer.
Oh, bro, wait. Wait, whoa.
Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
What the hell was that?
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
After the storm. Okay, so much shit just happened there. So first thing is first. The game, from the beginning, had Clive following the hooded man. Okay? The hooded shithead. Okay, we don't know who that is. Boom. Hood comes off. It's Joshua. Shit. Okay. We're not going to see the hooded man anymore. Fast forward 5 years, I guess. Suddenly, Ultima, as we learned from Clive, has his eyes set on Clive again. But after 5 years, why? Well, lo and behold, we go to a Mother Crystal, and the hooded shithead is there. What? What? Why? Hello? Well, yeah, we saw the hooded guy when, right before the start of the offense of Phoenix Gate. And then at another point we saw the hooded man, and they took a hood off and it was Clive. But then Mar Grace, who was Joshua, also was wearing that hood for a while. And then he took the hood off, and then he was Joshua, and he's by the Crystal Dominion right now. So, this other hooded figure summoned liquid flame out of the crystal, which I'm assuming was like the guardian. Like each mother crystal has like a guardian or something. I don't know what the hell is going on. And then we go to Randula, and old Hugo isn't as dumb as I thought he was. He's playing some kind of game. And we see old Empress Annabella again. She has a little shithead of her own. Olivier. Yeah. You ever met an Olivier that isn't a shithead? No, you haven't. I'll tell you that right now. And she's just trying to do everything in her power so he rises up to be the new prince of Sambrec. Except Dion should be the next in line. After old Papa Sylvester goes out, it should be Dion. So does she have plans to kill Dion too? But then in all that whole talk, Kupka brought her there. For God only knows what reason, I don't even know. Because he was like, as long as you do what I want you to do, it's fine. I'll leave Sambrec in your hands. And she was like, oh, it's so easy. She pretty much, in layman's terms, was like, a man is easy to manipulate when there's a woman involved. Because she's manipulating Kupka right now because of Benedicta dying. Which makes me even further believe that she's the one that sent Benedicta's head to Kupka. Because we didn't. We left it. It wasn't like Sid was like, oh, be right back. And he went over there and chopped off the head of someone he loves. Like, that didn't happen. So there's a scheme there that she's playing Kupka too. I don't know what is going on. It's like Josh was on his own path to, like, save the planet. But it's like he doesn't know how he's supposed to. Or maybe he does, we just don't know what his plan is yet. Because if you think about it, Joshua speaks about how the crystals have been there with us forever. So, do you continue with the crystals until the world destroys itself? Or do you get rid of the crystals and now you're all useless because you were raised with the crystals? And he was like, well, Clive, what's your choice? All while Clive is fighting for his damn life against a ball of fire. Destroying giant-ass crystals. And I do like how Kupka was like, they kind of, like, if you really weren't thinking about it, because a lot of people probably like, well, just turn into your dominant and finish it. Like, Kupka was like, if I do that, Bahamut will show up, and we will all lose. So you can't just willy-nilly be like, oh, I'm going to full prime, okay, let's dance. Because the cost of destruction isn't worth it. But I'm interested in what Kupka was saying there, because, like, Kupka knows who Clive is to Annabelle. Annabella, whatever the hell her name is. Annabella. Annabella la bitch. Yeah, and it's one of those other things that's... I kind of keep, like, forgetting that 5 years passed since that. So, of course, she has a 5-year-old son now. Or... could be a little older. He looked a little older. I don't know how old he actually is. And then on top of all that, there was a little blue crystal on her. What the hell's the blue crystal? I officially have no idea where this game is going. I officially have no idea. Like, what's our next move? What is our next move? Yeah, tell me about it, Clive. Tell me about it.